Hi friends, welcome back to Botanical Woman. I'm Christine, and today, the plant wall, guys. This is episode 3, so if you missed the previous 2 episodes, they will be linked in the description below. We were able to put on the 2 remaining plant pockets that came in through Amazon, and that went super smooth. So that was nice. Although, if I had all 6 of the bags, I would have centered it a bit more on the lattice. Now they're a little bit more skewed to the right, but whatevs. For the gutter, we decided to just attach it straight onto the wall since we knew where some of the studs were. We had 3 screws in there. I would say that that was a great solution. Thank you, Summer Rain Oaks. So the gutter is really meant to, obviously catch the water. And then for drainage, I drilled in a hole, used a bulkhead that you get via fish stores, or fish supplies is what you need. So there's a crossover from my 2 hobbies. Kudos. So yeah, we got a bulkhead in. We're ordering a second one because I want the black tube that's going up to also go through the gutter. So we'll do that next week since I just ordered it. I got the white tube from Home Depot, and I think it's worked out pretty well. We won't know until I think it's really about the longevity of it, not so much whether or not it's going to leak now. We tested it with we poured some water in, nothing happened as expected. So we'll see how it holds up. Getting the lattice up it's not that it's heavy, it's just very big and bulky. I think the way I was holding it up on one side kind of forced it to bend funny. So when Dan was drilling it in, it's kind of like on there a little wonky. Also, we kind of I miscalculated how far to the right the wood studs were supposed to go in. So they're sticking out a little bit at the end, even though after we'd already cut off like 2 inches. So that was a little mistake. It didn't ruin things, we just adjusted it as we went. I would say finding the wood and then putting the screws on was not the easiest. Dan ended up missing a couple and then had to go back to get the screws actually into the wood so that it'll hold it in place. But I think we've fixed all of that now, and the real test will come when it's loaded with plants and super heavy medium that's wet, and we'll see whether or not it will bend. I think that's the biggest concern. I'm not really worried about the whole thing flying down, but bending is a problem. The poodle is on the balcony, which she never usually does. I don't know, she's very interested in this white stuff called snow. The wiring and the power strip, that went on pretty perfect as according to plan. Once we had the lattice up, we were able to just push the wires to the back. I also put some white wiring tape onto the outside. It camouflages it better. It's just aesthetics. And the power strip was attached with some Velcro that you just attach photos with, the 3M stuff, the command strips. And yeah, worked out perfectly. Doesn't look great, but you're not constantly focused on what it looks like up top. So I think it's fine. You can let me know in the comments below what you think about the power strip. And the lights actually surprisingly look a lot nicer than I thought it would. I don't know why in my head I thought they were gonna look like super ugly, but actually it looks really good. The most exciting part of this whole plant wall adventure is putting on the plants or filling in with plants, and obviously have not started doing that. I will start doing that next week once we have most of the irrigation done because I'm missing a couple of parts. So I have to just wait until those come in and the irrigation hopefully will work. We tested the pump and the pump does work, meaning that it's powerful enough to pump through the entire pipe. So that's great. Yeah, I am scared about the irrigation, as I told you in the beginning. Still am nervous about it, but hopefully, fingers crossed, everything goes well. But as far as the plants are concerned, I'm super excited because what I decided I was gonna do, and you guys can chime in and tell me what you think, but I was gonna do like a little series where so one of the plants that I really wanna put on the plant wall are my Pupa Calyx. I have 3 of them, and I was gonna do like a video just on Pupa Calyx and how I care for them and what's so wonderful about them, kind of like more my usual videos. So I was gonna kind of chop it up like that. So for each plant we'll get its own little either dedicated segment, or maybe I'll do like 3 plants in one video or something like that. But just to, talk about the plants, how much lighting it's gonna get, because that's something I'm seriously thinking about when I'm deciding what kind of plants I want to put on the plant wall. I want to think about, are they gonna get too much light, too little light, how much water they're gonna get. Up top, I'm thinking of adding a bunch of ferns, since that's where most of the water, it's gonna be most saturated with water, because the irrigation is only running along the top, and it's gonna, just rely on gravity to bring the water down to the lower plants. So I think I want to do ferns there. I'm not entirely sure. Most of the plants I'm going to try to really source from my own collection, because I really want to, like I said earlier, to help manage the collection that I have now. But a part of me really wants to go out and just buy, the exact plants that I want to put on the wall. Yeah, so we'll see how that goes. But that is it for this week, and thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the snowscape.